Yeah, I will. I will.
Went back, re-gear, refit after we pulled. Remember, because I had to get that fucking high back out of there and get all the casualties out of there. And then I got an LVS wrecker, and I went back to the fob, fucking re-gear, refit, went back, and then we just launched a fucking attack and took the buildings.
Yeah, when you got Wilson, Amin, and Driscoll out of there, how were they taken out? Was it by truck?
We wound up having to do overhead presses and get them in the back of the MTVR with all their gear on, and we rolled them out to the CCP with the 7-ton. So you got to protect them, dude. If we would have tried to ground walk them, I would have killed everybody.
Yeah.
I would have hit another IED.
Yeah, it would have been done.
Fucking casualties. So I put them in a vehicle that had the most protection.
Yeah.
To get to the casualty collection point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then
chance of survival though. That's another decision point.
Yeah, that'll be that could be the third and final decision point. Well, do you go back? It could be the other fucking decision point too. You know, like do you go back or do you hang out back at the fob?
Once I got them to the CCP, we got them out of the vehicles. We gave them to the fucking shock trauma that was with the Estonians.
Yeah.
And the PRs. We put them in the vehicle. They took them to the LZ and gave them care on the way to the LZ. And then I had to go get that other vehicle, the highback.
Yeah.
And get that out of there and rig that up for tow with an LVS wrecker. Then I'm like, fuck. Well, that access of advance is not tenable.
Where you were originally going?
Yeah, I was like that one.
That doesn't. Yeah, because of the IEDs.
It's covered by IDF and fires, and it has IEDs everywhere. So do I just say fuck it, and do we not continue the attack, or do we go back? And when I say like, I'm not talking shit, dude. This is gonna sound like, but everybody at that point's fighting spirit's just like, fuck. It's hot. Everybody's worn the fuck out. We just took 6 serious casualties, and I forgot to tell you the supporting effort 2. One of their vehicles got hit with an RPG, so I had to rig that up for tow as well with an LVS record.
Okay.
And remember, the lieutenant is worried about the fight. I'm worried about getting all these dudes out. We get them back to the fob. We go to the ASP, and I'm like, grab all the laws, AT4s, M67 hand grenades, all the fucking ammo you can put in the back of your vehicles. We're going back out in 10 minutes. Then the company gunny's like, I'm not going back out. Remember?
Yeah.
That. It's like a fucking, dude, just talking about the story gets me all riled up. We go back out, and I'm fucking covered in Wilson's blood, bro.
Yeah, from the overhead press, from picking him over.
Too. And I get where the lieutenant's at, and I'm like, where? I was like, and he points to me, we link up, and I'm like, all right, sir, fuck this, frontal assault. We're going to breach through these 2 compounds. We're going to get these motherfuckers. And I literally just said, on me, and a bunch of Marines got behind me, and we just started fucking fighting it out with gunfire.
Yeah.
We took the building. No sexy shit,
just however you could do it.
The middle, fucking blocking and tackling, dude. You know what I mean? Fucking fire movement, man. And we just went right up the middle and chased them. Like, literally, motherfuckers ran away, dude.
Yeah, they were running away. Yeah, they didn't want to die.
We were like close combat.
Did,
you know what I mean?
Did the guys on the right, did they just end up funneling out too? The guys that were on the open, like the open field on the right that were looking.
We got in there, and I mean, there's a lot more to the story. I could told you like how the whole gunfight started and everything, but it's not worth it, man. It literally, it would just convolute everything, and you would have 30 slides.
Before I get to the.
But all those guys that were in the trucks stayed in the trucks. Remember the guys attacked by fire off to the right? We saw that little symbol. So those guys are engaging all those fuckers across the way, dude, with heavy machine guns and 240s and shit, mediums, you know what I mean? And small arms and 4s, and 16s and 203s and all that shit. The main effort that dismounts are the ones that go with me and the lieutenant, and we just go right up the fucking middle and start going through doorways and jumping walls and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you end up pushing them out.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think
it
this
showed the Taliban, like, we're talking about game. It showed the Taliban, like, these fucking Marines are crazier than shithouse rats.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
because they're like, holy fuck, motherfuckers came right back. You know what I mean? And, I know if I had like a defense set up and I saw that, I'd be like, damn, dude,
yeah.
these motherfuckers are aggressive. You know what I mean?
I think I mean, you guys already had your mind made up, right? You were gonna take it one way or another.
Yeah. Well, not really, because the look on everybody's face, and I'll never forget this. You know, we get pumped a lot of bullshit in boot camp, a lot of bravado, man. Like, oh fuck yeah, you know, you're a fucking Marine, man. Marines don't do this, Marines don't do that. You're a fucking Marine. It's 3 months of training, dude. It's not like you're indoctrinated your whole life to
Yeah.
become a Marine. You know, you know how you always hear that shit, like the fighter leader concept. Like it just takes one guy to get everybody to do what the fuck it's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was so fucking angry, and I always tell my wife this. I'm like, dude, I'm good. I'm good when I'm getting shot at because like anger's my first emotion, and like I'm aggressive and whatever. But I suck at everything else in life, dude, because that's my first emotion for everything. So like being a husband and a father, first thing I do is get angry and start getting upset and start being very aggressive and over the top. But in that one situation, man, it paid dividends because, well, in several situations, because everybody's like, I don't want to do this anymore. We're losing our guys. This is not glorious like we had it said in the books, you know what I mean, or whatever. And
Yeah.
then a couple guys are like, fuck this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're angry, you know, and get everybody riled up again and get everybody moving. So, and I honestly think, dude, that like the reason why they do boot camp the way they do is because once somebody starts yelling and screaming and being aggressive, all of a sudden you start getting aggressive and start getting into that
That cycle. Yeah. It's like,
you know, response, you know, to whatever's happening around you. And I think, you know, that's a big deal, man, when you're talking about that kind of shit. And you can see why I get upset about like nobody talking about this shit. Because if you just listen to it, it sounds like a fucking story, man.
Yeah.
It sounds like a world, you know.
it's a good. I mean, it's good, man. I think you should probably write it down, bro, before you start forgetting. You know, before it all starts. Your dad
Before
was
the whole
right.
thing started, though, man, like when we were doing everything, Wilson shot before he died. He shot this 203 round. Him and this other guy named Pino was one of the other snipers. He shot this 203 round. Those fucking assholes across the Wadi. He shot this round, and it landed right on top of this fighter in this hole, dude. Like right on his head, dude. It was the fucking most brilliant grenade launcher shot that I've ever seen in my life. He literally just looked at me. I was like, Wilson, hit that hole. And he's like, Roger. And he just didn't even put his slide up. He just went like this, went around, went right into his hole, killed the guy. I was like, holy shit, that was fucking awesome, man. You know what I mean? Oh, it was fucking amazing. And a few hours later, he died.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you know the weirdest thing is, dude, is like all this shit that we're talking about in the civilian world, man, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
If you do the Marine Corps, dude, it's gonna be weird because you're gonna be like, this whole culture, everything you did. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, we were sitting there talking. People care more about like what you did at a fucking junior college than they care more about like what you did in the service. It's fucking weird, man. So weird. It's a different world, and you're expected to eat that and just be like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know how I am, dude. It's hard for me to eat shit like that without speaking up, dude. So I'm struggling. I'm sure I'll do all right, but it's gonna take some time, you know.
What do you got going on for the week? Are you still doing your taekwondo or what?
No,
Not taekwondo, jiu-jitsu?
I'm gonna jiu-jitsu, yeah. Well, I haven't really gotten into that as much as I'd like to because life's coming up. But right now, we're just trying to get like our retired IDs and everything squared away. I keep fucking up my D214, man. You know, I got on their case. I was like, hey, you guys need to put my jump wings on my badges and medals. And they're like, she started giving me grief about it. I'm like,
I would have been like, can you just do it for me? Can you just please fucking
No,
add
that's
it?
what I said. She's like, I'll investigate. Like, she was being a bitch. It's a GS9. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, investigate the fucking certificates I have in my OMPF already. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
the fucking airborne school code under my education and training, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, dude. I just keep trying to get them to like do the right thing, and they're, you know, I guess the bottom line. Somebody told me this the other day. They're like, just worry about the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star because nobody gives a fuck about anything else. To be honest with you. And I'm like, well, I give a fuck about it.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I fucking
you did it.
care about all that shit, man. You know, but whatever, dude. It is what it is.
How's you're not gonna work, right? You're not working.
I'm gonna go to school, but me and Danette said we're gonna slow roll it and not try to finish everything at once. I'll probably at least get my undergrad just to use the benefit. I'm gonna do voc rehab through the VA, which is like the GI Bill, but a little better. You only can use one or the other. So I'm gonna use the voc rehab. Then Danette is gonna get her school paid for because of the whole disabled thing. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna you know, have fun and do that. But probably, dude, the next time I work is probably going to be because me and Danette open our own business, man, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not just talking shit. Like, I don't think I can stomach
Working for somebody.
like 28, you know, 27 years old,